Hello, Double Talk 73 here, your fishing friend. This is my WIN10 attempt at qualifying for the Independence tournament at St. Croix Lake, St. Croix in French. Barbless gear, keep net, that's about it. So here we go. Let's see what we can do. This is what I'm going to be using to start off with. I'm going to use the Thetis 8.2, which is 22 to 56 pounds. The Kraken 9000, which has a pretty fast recovery, 44.8. Max drag is 46.6. I'm going to use 0.08 braid, which is 23 pounds. I'm going to use a fluorocarbon leader, 0.018, which is 24.9 pounds. And the barbless medium spoon 1/2 ounce red tiger with a 3/0 hook. So that's what I'm going to start off with, and then change to the my jig winner rig with either the red one, red tiger, or this. I'll just go ahead and put that one on there. That 1/4 ounce X series barbless narrow spoon 1/4. Okay. Then I will at some point in time be using large minnows with a Phoenix 1410 and a Hornet Swarm
EAC _ Cox
0.08 braid. This is my X series glowing pair oval float, and I hate to see that wearing down, I really do. 5/0 barbless hook, large minnows, max leader. So we'll start with this one and see what happens. So that's where I'm at. So here we go. And I'm just got through coming back from groceries and I'm tired. So whatever happens, happens. Jambo,
Stream
I apologize.
Elements.
But
Said,
well, I gotta get my headphones on.
Talk 73 is now live.
Yep.
Streaming Fishing Planet, Fishing Planet -N, fun fishing and chatting.
Told you I'd be on at 3. Thank you, BC. I appreciate that, buddy. We'll see what happens. All we can do is all we can do.
EAC _ Cox said, well, I didn't get a uni in the first 30 minutes on Steam.
I'm on WIN10. That's what Jambo was going to do. So I said that I'm going to do WIN10 first. So sometime tonight or tomorrow or halfway or whatever, I'll work on Steam.
Lord Jeffrey 88.
Looks like I'm, wow, 100 pounds.
Hi DB, how are you today?
Hey Lord Jeffrey, I'm doing fine. 100 pounds. Holy smoke, there's Cardi.
EAC _ Cox said, I'm on the fisherman now, 93 pounds with 17 minutes left.
Way to go, way to go. 100 pounds on WIN10. That's 10 unis. How can you do that? That kind of
EAC _ Cox
smells a little bit.
Said, without a second uni yet, still have a few minutes to kill. EAC _ Cox said, it's possible.
10 unis?
Ratch 1345 said,
hey Rach.
Hey DBL, how are you? Is everyone okay? How's fishing going?
Don't know.
EAC _
just
Cox
got started.
Said, that's not 10 unis.
Well, that's an average of 10 pounds. 10.1 pounds. I figured that'd be 10 unis. Well, if you got 2 14s, that's 28. Or 14 and a 13. And then a bunch of 9s. I guess so. 90. Yeah, I guess so. But you got 2 big unis and a bunch of trophies.
EAC _ Cox said,
that's pretty impressive.
It's all 9 pounds trophies and 2 big unis.
That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. That's all I can say about that. That's some good fishing. That's some good fishing. That looks like a walleye. Maybe not. Maybe I'll get lucky. Oh, walleye. Nice one. Still a walleye. Oh, I'm not. Am I on Steam? This says 580. I must be on Steam. I thought I was on WIN10. I'm on Steam. Sorry. I don't even know what I'm doing. But everything's fine with me, Rach. How about you? I hope everything's well with you today. Thank you for coming in and spending some time with me. I'm going to have me some frozen yogurt for supper. I'll eat me a carton of either praline
Jambo
pecan.
Dad.
Hey, Jambo.
Said, what 3 p.m., 2 p.m. my time, were you referring to?
Now, at the beginning of my stream, I said,
Ratch 1345
I sent you a...
said, I'm all good, just relaxing and enjoying your video.
Well, thank you. I sent you a whisper that said I just got back from grocery shopping. And I had a lady send me almost $5,000 to buy a trailer of mine, and I was going to determine to get that squared around before I did anything. So life happens, so I apologize. How did you do? That's what counts. I'm sure you beat me, or will beat me. If I can get him in without him getting off. Don't be a
Jambo Who Dad.
Don't be a... There we go. That's
said,
one.
I have not gone yet. Was waiting on you, but I see you doing WIN10.
No, I'm on Steam. I thought I was doing WIN10. I'm on Steam. You know how I know I'm on Steam? I'm number 180 right now. I was 590th before I caught a 3-pound fish. See, those markers are out there so close together, I can't get rid of the two that mark trophies to see what the uni is. I may have to look at it, see what... That's one that Big Daddy sent me where he caught that 14-pound uni, which was the first fish he caught when we had our little competition.
EAC_Cox said, the one he caught today was on the lure you're using.
Okay. I'm going to put it on there. Well. Thank you, BC. I hate to go out there and start removing marks till you remove the wrong one, and then you're up a creek without a canoe, let alone a paddle. That's okay. Like I say, whatever happens, happens. Ones and zeros is all it is. Ones and zeros. May go down here where if I don't catch something here in a little bit, 8:30. Something I can advise y'all to do. Everybody, when you set marks, annotate them. Middle of the water, 1 speed, 2 speed, jerk, stop and go, twitch. Put as much information you can on your mark to help not only whoever you send the mark to, but the next time you go to that mark to remember what you did. Of course, I know y'all are young and you got steel trap mind. Well, I don't. And if you send me a mark like this one out here, I have no idea, and all I know is a lure. I don't know whether it's the middle of the water, top of the water, off the bottom, 3 speed, 2 speed, 1 speed, twitch, stop and go. Just a comment. Not complaining. But like I say, I'm just an old man, so when I put my marks out there, I try to put as much information as I can, so that when I share it with people, that helps
Chip
them.
42101
But it also lets me know when I go back there.
Good luck, DB.
Thank you, Chip. Maybe what it'll take. I'll try 2 speed with this one. That's slower recovery. Whatever happens, happens, buddy. But thank you for the kind thought. I appreciate it. I almost fished, turned my fan on. I was hot, man. It's hot here. It's 90 degrees. It's just not 115 like it is out in Pacific Northwest. Okay, now do not be a walleye. Do not be a walleye. I told you not to be a walleye. Next time I want to say be a walleye, be a walleye. Go back down to the bottom.
EAC_Cox said, try the spinner, it will cut out the walleye.
Okay. When I get this one in, I will do, buddy. Thank you. And I think that's what Joe was catching all those down at the other end. On was with the spinner. Now see, when I try to catch walleye, I can't. That's hilarious. Well, I'll tell you though, RQC, we got over there by the spillway one evening, 7:30 on a partly cloudy day, and I got my personal best is 22 something pounds. I mean, a big old walleye, and he was bringing them in one right after another. He caught 4 or 5 unis there in about 2 hours. There was no respawn. I'm sure that's changed, but the respawn was just, man, it was crazy, and it was fun. But he just wore me out. He really did.
EAC_Cox said, probably on the old bite system.
Probably so.
MR Mako said,
Yowza.
hooray, hooray, hooray.
Oh, you're going to have to come up with some new lines. Some new material. Hello, buddy. I might could do that in 1 speed. Do-do-do. Come on, fishy. Come on, fishy. That current is not that bad here. It really isn't, but it sure does sweep these lures downstream in a hurry, doesn't it?
Mr. Mako said, "You're catching on, I'm gonna have to come up with new ones."
Yep.
Lord Jeffrey 88 said, "I finished 71 place yesterday, got a 1.95 kilograms and some 1.8 kilograms.
Awesome.
Mr. Mako said, "Get it, catching on, haha."
Yowza, yowza, yowza. Like I said, I used to holler at that county fair when I was running that baseball toss for that guy. Yowza, yowza, yowza. Come on in here, sir. Bring that little lady in here. Show her what you can do. Oh, you almost got it. You want to try it again? Come on, try it again. Show her what you can do. Don't leave here without a bear. Don't you dare leave here without giving that lady a bear. Come on back here and try it again. Oh, don't go away. Come on. One more dollar. Come on, you can do it. I know you got another dollar. It was fun, I'm telling you. It was fun. Okay, let's go down here where all those trophies were coming in. See if I can figure out something down there. It's a long walk. I was talking to a lady at the post office. She was wanting to fill out a change of address, but there weren't any forms there, and the lady who, the clerk, had gone to do something, gone to take care of a package for me, and I told her, I said, "I'm sorry, she went to take care of a package for me. She'll be right back." She said, "Okay." And something came up, and I said, "You know, they're on the internet." And she said, "We're having trouble with something or whatever." Anyhow, I said, "Yeah, it's kind of like GPS." I said, I got a Garmin now. I had a TomTom, and with a TomTom, we took a trip to Alaska, and we're going down the Homer Spit, and there's the only thing that's on the right is the Bering Sea, and every once in a while it kept telling me to turn right, 1/4 mile, turn right. There was no turn right. It was the Bering Sea, which is kind of cold. So there was no turn right.
Skits 31
Oh, Lordy
said,
"Hey, Milwaukee.
"Hi DB.
Have you qualified yet? Or made your attempt?" What do we got here? Looks like a salmon. Yep. Well, if it's not a walleye, it's a salmon. That works okay. Got another mark down here. Let's try that one.
Skits 31 said, "Good luck."
Thank you very much. You know what?
Skits
I don't need to
31
see that.
said, "No sir."
You didn't try?
Skits 31 said,
You said to aim at the tree.
"Later tonight."
Okay. Aim at the tree between the two green mansions. The big tree. There we go. That's it. 120 something feet out approximately. Let's see what we got here. Now that's it. That's 120 something feet out, isn't it? So this, he said towards the bottom. So let's see if we get another salmon. I bought my wife some 4 cans, not cheap cans, of smoked
Skits
salmon.
31
And it's
said,
still in her pantry.
"I am up North Illinois."
Oh, okay. It was in our pantry, and it's still in our pantry. Well, that's a 4-pounder. That's better than what I had, isn't it? Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Well, I haven't got a uni yet, so if the respawn is too long, if I get one now, I won't have a chance to get another one. Unless the 1s and 0s line up, right? Oh yeah, 1s and 0s. Ones and zeros, ones and zeros, ones and zeros. I may be recovering it too fast with 3-speed. Let's try it 2. This is a pretty fast recovery reel at 44. Do 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 do.
EAC_Cox said, I had 94 pounds before I got my second uni on the Fisherman, so you will have a shot with only 1 uni if the scores are about the same as last year.
Okay. Gotta catch it first. Gotta catch the first one before you catch the second. Well, way to go, buddy. Way to go. Way to go. I got a mark right out there, don't I? Nope, that's a shadow. Let's try this. That's where that's where I'm supposed to stand. We'll try this a couple more times. Might throw a minnow out there. That's close enough. I wonder how deep the water is. Takes it a while to get down there, doesn't it? Do 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 do. Put a tail on it. I'll get it in this next time. Do 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 do. Ba da bum 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 do bum. Do 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 do. Come on. One thing I do like about these, when you go out like this to do something, you don't lose your time.
EAC_Cox said, if I don't get another trophy that will help me in these last 2 minutes, I think I will be fishing Saturday. Got 98.7 pounds and currently in first.
Awesome. Totally awesome. Congratulations. I'm going to buy the Fisherman, I do believe. Now I got my trailer sold. I got a little bit of money to play with. It won't hurt as bad. Of course, $14 shouldn't hurt bad anyhow, but sometimes you never know. I've seen times when $14 would have been a fortune to me. People laugh at me, think I'm telling a lie, but for almost a year, I didn't have a place to live. I lived in my car, didn't have a job. I bummed around, bummed gas, and I lived on Showboat pork and beans, which was 10 cents a can, and or Ida instant potatoes, $1 a box. 3 cans of pork and beans and 1 box of potatoes would last me a week. That's $1.30. And one time I was so broke, Tony dog food was a nickel a can, and I ate a can of Tony dog food. Man, you talk about choke and puke it down. I got it down. It kept me alive. Do what you got to do. That's like that song, me and you and a dog named Boo, traveling and living off the land. I think I'm going to try a minnow over there.
Ambly_Andberg said, hey DB.
Hello,
Are
Ambly.
the fish more active today than yesterday?
No. Not yet. We'll just have to see what happens. Well, I'm vertical. At least not yet. It'll get better, or it won't. Either or. Ain't nothing but a thing.
EAC_Cox said, with the smaller player base, you could probably get to the semi-final in most tourneys over on the Fisherman.
Okay. Not if I don't catch fish. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Fish, them men are just swimming away from everything, ain't they? But you have to have the equipment and be high enough level to even be able to fish it. If you don't have the equipment, it doesn't do any good to enter.
Jambo Hoodad said, hey DB, got your whisper.
Okay.
Where are my cookies and ice cream? Ambly_Antberg said, well, I hope the fish here start getting hungry soon, LOL.
Me too. Me too. Thank you for the thought. Okay. Let's just stand here and cast there. That's interesting. Yeah. We're going back up here. It's almost their supper time. Or almost their breakfast time. Sorry. Forgot what I was talking about there. Okay, there is that. So let's go a little further so I can get up closer to it. There we go. Okay, let's see what
EAC_Cox said, you can get the DLC for Blue Crab when you get the game. It will help. It will be unlocked from the start.
Okay. Is there premium on there, or you just everybody catch what you got? Well, I guess somebody told me a lie. They said if you did lousy in the practice, you do great in the
EAC_Cox said, no premium, but the money and XP is about the same as what you would get having premium in normal FP.
Okay. That's pretty good.
EAC_Cox said, lower travel cost as well. All high-level lakes are only 5K to go to.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, I must admit. I'm going to try on the other side of the buoy. Okay, Minnow. There you go. Do your job. Do your job, please. That was the first ding I've had.
Lord Jeffrey 88 said, how deep are you?
Max. I think it's 98 inches. Do, 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 do. But I've also got a 5/0 hook on there. I might change to a 3. Although the brown trout are pretty good sized fish. Do, 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 do. Big hook, big fish. Maybe. That's it, minnow. Swim that way. Swim that way. Swim upstream. Like you're going to spawn. You ain't going to do it, are you? Doodly-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, that's something, the buoys here, the channel markers don't make a whole lot of sense to me. That brown color, if you're traveling up the lake at night, and I know they got reflective paint on, but them things need to be bright white, bright yellow, or something that really stands out so that you don't run over them in your boat. Because if you're like me and you run up the river in a bass boat, you just kind of aim at stuff and go. And I'd probably run over them buoys. Because we ain't like a tugboat. We ain't got a big old spotlight sticking out in front of us. Now let's see if that'll catch a fish. Come on, fish. I know you're there. There must be a lot of people waiting to fish this afternoon and tonight. For me with 2 fish to be 178 out of 600 and something. 8 pounds. Doo-doo. Ah. Doo-doo. But there's always another effort. Always another effort. I don't think there'll be 101 pounds first place at WIN10. I'm telling you, that's pretty impressive. That's impressive. There you go. Run, minnow, run. Run, minnow, run. Run, minnow, run. And stop. Come on. Stop. Stop, bobber. Stop, bobber. Here we go. It ain't very big unless it grows up on the way in. But it's a fish, isn't it? It's not pulling any drag. What are you? What are you? Smallmouth. A trophy smallmouth, but a smallmouth. Did I keep that? I think I did. A habit. Just a habit. But thank you, smallmouth. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Ambly_Andberg said, I'm playing someone from South Africa on my chess app. It's been a long time since I've played, so I'm just trying to have fun.
I used to play chess in college and thought I was pretty good. A buddy of mine, he would look like he was dumber than a rock, but he would play three of us at the same time. He'd be laying in, in his bunk.
Said, you are too far out, DB. Be around 125 feet where that ledge is.
You think so? Okay. See what we got here. I'll just mark it. I forget what his name was. He lived in Murfreesboro. Went rabbit hunting with him a couple times. But anyhow, he would lay in his bunk there in the dorm room, put a towel over his head, and three of us would play him at the same time, and he would beat all three of us. That's how good he was. What a mind, what a mind. But he said, you're pretty good. I said, well, no, I'm nothing like you. He said, yeah, you're pretty good. I have to really think playing you. I said, well, thank you. He said, well, let's go join the chess club. So they meet every Wednesday night or whatever it was, once a week over to the library. I said, okay, let's go. So you go over there and you draw numbers. So that way you can't pick who your opponent is. Well, I drew this little skinny, bespectacled girl. Looked like warmed over death.
Said, you have a bottom rod with you.
Yes.
Use it to get the depth, then set leader about halfway to a little more than halfway.
Okay. So anyhow, we sat down and they rang a little bell for everybody to start. And I was so intent on what I was going to do, I just going to mess around. And the next thing I know, she said, checkmate. She had fool's mated me. Oh, I felt like an idiot. And I told my buddy, I said, man, I ain't got no business being here. I said I had a bottom rod. That ain't one, is it? Yeah, it was. It didn't tell me the depth, did it? Did I miss something? A little further out. Are you going to tell me? 9.6 feet.
Jambo Hudad said, thou out to about to beyond 125, then around 1125 to find that ledge. Okay. You will see the difference in depth showing the ledge.
Here's 123, 15.5. Okay, 15.5, 7 feet, that's 98 inches. .5 times 12 divided by 2, that's 94 inches. That's, and then half of that is 47 inches. So we'll do 47 inches. We'll see what happens. I'm not too stupid to learn. I'm just too stupid to do it. That's 125 feet. So let's see what happens. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your help, Jambo. Like I said, I ain't too proud to take advice or help or anything else. I think I can turn my fan off now. I'm not quite so hot now. See, if I knowed I was going to be doing so much lure fishing or bobber fishing, I'd have brought my yogurt in here and I'd be eating on it now. I'm trying to decide whether to eat Moose Tracks or Praline Pecan. I like
Ambly
both.
underscore
Like
Anberg
both of them.
said, LOL, I figure I'm probably in line for the same whooping. Hopefully I can learn something if I lose and slowly get better.
Like I said, I thought I was good, but I got taught a lesson. All I could do is just knock my king down, say, good game, walk away. Everybody else was still playing. I was gone. Ego, you know what I mean? Sometimes we ain't what we think we is. But it taught me a lesson. It really did. First of all, don't ever underestimate an opponent at anything. I was 16 years old in college. Graduated from high school as a senior. 16 years old. Went to college at 16.
EAC underscore Cox said, well, got my uni on Steam about 15 minutes too late for the respawn, LOL.
Oh. Not getting any dings, Jambo. Way to go, BC. But anyhow.
EAC underscore Cox said, got it, the next marker down from where you're fishing on the spinner.
Okay. The next marker down that way? Or where am I?
Jambo Hoodad,
where I'm floating,
said, BC and I have markers set up between that buoy and the next buoy to its right.
Okay.
And I fished that ledge going down the line.
Well, that's my stand here buoy, isn't it? No, it isn't. Well, let's go give it a try. And I know BC is using this rig for his spinner. Take the tail off.
Jambo Hoodad said, spend a couple minutes then move on, if no bite then work your way back.
Yep.
EAC underscore Cox said, yellow and red tail.
Okay. Well, there it is. The white shining through on me. Give me a hard time.
EAC underscore Cox said, sent you the mark as well.
Thank you.
Jambo Hoodad said, I was also successful using the 1/2 ounce 3/0 barbless jig head with X series nymph as an alternative.
That must be it right there.
MR Mako said, have you seen T recently?
No, I
haven't heard from him.
I have not. I asked Big Legit, and he said that he was having some kind of family problems or something. And I didn't want to get into it any more than that. So I didn't. But I miss him too, because he's
MR Mako.
He's fun to fish with. He's a smart guy.
Oh yeah.
Smart guy.
EAC underscore Cox said, that's the uni.
Think so? It's not pulling any line out. It's a fish anyhow, isn't it?
MR Mako said, big thunderstorm out right now, DBL.
Oh no, don't get away, don't get away.
EAC underscore Cox said, at Jambo Hoodad, before you start fishing tonight message me on Discord so I can get you some info that may help.
What do we got here? What do we got here? Well, it's a little uni, but thank you very much, BC. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now see if I can catch some trophies.
Wadey88 said, All of my fish have been on that lure. Jambo Hoodad said. Cool, thanks at EAC_Cox.
I caught unis practicing on that red tiger half-ounce barbels. That's what I caught the unis on. I caught a 13, a 12, almost a 14, 13.8 or something like that. But all we do is try. Try. I was catching some nice walleye with it.
EAC_Cox said. I caught all 98 pounds on the fisherman with that spinner.
Okay. You're still using one speed about the top of the water? Or the top half? I think that uni hit it before it even got to the bottom. I don't even know if I reeled any. There we go. Don't be a salmon. Don't be a salmon.
Said,
don't be a salmon.
Same here, Cox. I have close to 98 ATM. Jambo Hoodad said. I was hoping I could fish now while DB does it, but labor decided to rear its ugly head just before quitting time.
Oh no. Oh no. Don't be a salmon. Don't be a salmon. Don't be a salmon. There we go. Thank you. I'll take 10 of those.
MR Mako said. Labor, what a pain.
Labor, do you love me? Labor, do you care? Labor, will you always be with me? Send me a paycheck, I don't care. Labor, do you love me? I think I kept that smallmouth, I really do. I'll have to get rid of it so it doesn't count as number 10. Oop, don't get away. Thank you. Yes, I did. And the salmon too. I kept the salmon too. Okay. Well, we got 36 pounds. That's more than I had when I started, didn't it?
MR Mako said. What was good for lunch today, sir?
I have to think. Oh, I had cottage cheese. Small curd cottage cheese, low fat, with French dressing. That's what I had. I didn't even drink water with it today.
MR Mako said. Did you find somewhere else that carries the heavenly hash?
No, I haven't.
Jambo Hoodad
I have not.
said. If DB will just give me enough of a daily allowance for fishing with him so I can pay my bills, I say goodbye to labor.
Okay. Yeah, whatever floats your boat, right? Whatever floats your boat. I give myself allowance. If you want it, get it. I did without so much growing up. You have no idea. I got one pair of shoes a year. That was for school, for church, for play. One pair of shoes. That was it. And one year, I got plastic shoes. Can you imagine plastic shoes in Indiana in the cold? They cracked and broke. So I had to wrap masking tape around them to hold them together because I wasn't getting another pair of shoes. But as soon as summer come along, I take my shoes off and throw them away.
Jambo Hoodad said, I got 2 pair of shoes a year. Sneakers and dress shoes.
Well, when I started playing basketball, I did get a pair of U.S. Kids because they were $4. No, they weren't Kids. They were Red Ball Jets. That's what they were.
Jambo Hoodad
Red Ball Jets, high top lace-ups.
Then when summer came, I could get flip-flops.
No, I just ran around barefooted. I remember living in Kansas during the summer. Those cockleburrs, they're so sharp, man. I could run down railroad tracks with cinders, barefooted.
Mr. Maka
Bottom of my feet were so tough.
Said, I've never been a fan of flip-flops.
No, I agree. But you can only get what you got. And I was that kid that always had that white tape, first aid tape wrapped around the corner of my glasses.
I was blessed enough to grow up in a household with money, but nowadays I buy a cheap pair of sneakers and wear them until the sole falls off.
Good for you. Good for you. Well, when I had my scrap business and I had a pretty good bit of money, I mean, I kept $50,000 or $60,000 of cash in my drawer at home. So if I needed it to do something really fast, I'd have it. Don't have it anymore, but I had it then. And I had, at one time, I probably had 20 pairs of shoes, different kind. Dress shoes, tennis shoes, boots. If I saw something I like, I just bought it. And my wife, her dad worked hard. Her mother didn't work. And she didn't have the greatest of everything either. So we kind of understand each other along those lines. But we get along really, really well. And I told her, I said, if you want something, get it. But she doesn't. She's a little bit of a spendthrift. But I love her. That's what counts. And she's let me hang around for 47 years, so that's that just proves she's not the smartest apple in the bushel, I guess. Nah, that's a terrible thing to say. She's a smart lady. She's a lot smarter than me. She had stick-to-itiveness. She stayed in college and got a degree. I let them ask me to leave. Oh, well. Like Brett Maverick said, don't cry over spilt milk. It could have been Coca-Cola. Of course, he said something else, but we'll forgive him for that anyhow. Get bigger on your way in. Come on, get bigger. Get bigger. Come on, get bigger. You're not big enough. The reel's not putting up any kind of a fight. But you're a fish, aren't you? Do 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 do. Well, BC, thank you for breaking my arm and telling me to put this lure on. And that tail, thank you. I appreciate it. My little arm is so tired, it broke. It broke. Uh-oh. Oh, see what I did? I kept it. That's just habit. Oh, I got 9. Well, we're going to start culling a bunch, aren't we? That's another thing that I strive for. When you enter these things, catch 10. No matter what size they are, catch 10 of them.
EAC underscore
you can always
Cox
catch more.
said, you will probably hit a period when it slows down. Stick with it though.
Okay. You mean like when I first started? It wasn't slow, it was nothing, wasn't it? I'm a stick with it guy, believe me. Oop, there was a little hit. Coming in, coming in. Man, when I cast my reel, when I was fishing in real life and it sounded like that, man, that scared me to death. Did you read the story on Yahoo or anywhere that one of our stealth bombers got shot down? I didn't read the whole story, but they said it got shot down. So that's the invisible bomber. They ain't supposed to get shot down. Okay, I know to release it now. They're not supposed to get shot down. They are invisible. That one wasn't invisible. Well, we're about halfway through. Just about halfway through. We got a lot of people watching. I hope I'm showing somebody something. Okay. Or not. Let's go out here by the 3. Man, that is whooping a rod, isn't it? That is really whooping a rod. I played softball with a guy, tall, skinny guy, could make a softball bat sound like that when he swung.
Jambo Houdat.
Man, he swung
said,
with some speed.
It is a false story. Only stealth plane ever shot down was the old F-117 back in 1999. And it got shot down when it had its doors open for weapon release.
I don't know. Like I said, I didn't read the whole story, so I don't know. There we go. There's another brownie. I almost hit the release button. I used to have fun flying control line planes. Supervisor I had at one of the places I worked. Said it. I had a job. Sorry, y'all. He got into it and I got into it, and I go by his place. There was a big church, had a nice big grassy yard, and we'd spend a couple weeks building a plane and tune the motor up and everything, get it out there and then fly it and then crash it. And I spent, oh golly bum, I think close to 3 months building a plane. And I had others I was flying, you know, the $49.99 you buy at the toy store. But I built a really, really nice one, you know, stretched the paper across the balsa wings and all that. Had a .30, I think it was, .30 motor. Pretty good sized motor. Took it out there, and I got it upside down and was doing figure eights, and he said something, I went like this, and I filled the whole port of that motor with mud. That's how hard it hit the ground. And it kind of ticked me off, so I've still got it out here in the garage somewhere in a bushel basket or a clothes basket. And it kind of ticked me off, and I just got away from it. And several years after that, I spent close to 6 months building a glider. My buddy Larry, he kind of got into gliders, so I got into gliders. It was a Galileo glider, and I painted it a beautiful royal purple. And I took it out in the front yard and was seeing where I need to add ballast. And I think I put like $1.80 in it, quarters, nickels, and dimes, or whatever, so that it would fly level. So we took it out there to an elementary school up there in Cleveland, close to where we lived. Missed it. And oh, no wonder I missed it.
Ambly_Andberg
Speed.
said, I searched US plane shot down on Google and didn't see any current events. Was the story very recent?
Today. It was today. But it was one of the stealth bombers is what the story was. Like I said, I didn't read the whole story. My wife says that's a terrible thing that I do. I don't read the whole story. I read the headlines, and you read just a line or two into it, and then I don't read anymore. She gets upset with me sometimes, because sometimes it's something she might be interested in. So sorry. But anyhow, I built that plane. I mean, soaked the bolts in water and bent it around the fuselage and the wings there, and then ballasted out where it float good, sail good. And we went over there and tied a string on the release pin, and I got out about 150 feet and took off running, and Larry gave it a little toss, and it just rose just like it was supposed to, just as pretty. It was riding the currents, nice breeze, riding currents, and it started coming around, circling around, because we had a tail, turning where it's circle, and it's coming around, and when it came down, there was a rock, one rock in a little tiny indention in that playground, and it hit that rock and tore the whole front of it off. Oh man, my heart just sunk. It just sunk. So I didn't build any more gliders. This must be that slowdown period you was talking about, BC. £63, 116. That's not going to last.
EAC_Cox said, stick with it.
Oh, I will. Like glue, sticky. I wish they wouldn't jump out of water like that. Because I know that's
EAC_Cox said, I'm at 81 pounds with hour and 3 minutes left.
5.5. Well, I'm culling. That's a good thing, I guess. Way to go, BC. Way to go. But that skinny fella could swing a bat. Because when we had practice, I still caught. That's what I played. I played catcher and pitcher. But I'd catch, and when he'd swing that bat, whew, that's what it sounded like. Man, it was fast.
Kobumba said, headlines are clickbait most of the time. The body of the article doesn't even cover what's the headline is about.
A lot of times it does. Now, you know what upsets me is to click on something, and it's one of those start the slideshow and go from page to page to page. Those just irritate the living daylights out of me. And a lot of times I click, and if that's what it is, I just go back. I don't want to do that. Let me take a quick look at see if it's there on my YouTube, my Yahoo.
Ambly_Andberg said, I caught a lot in Little League. For the first few weeks I crouched way behind the plate cause I was afraid of the bat lol.
I've got scars on my legs to prove I like catching. I played in an industrial league and it got rough. Had a guy come sliding in home once with, now we're supposed to wear rubber cleats, okay, to prevent such an incident. A guy come sliding in home and he ripped up my left leg on the inner thigh. I got him out, but I knew he'd hurt me, and I just crawled on top of him and started wearing him out. And umpire and coach there would come pull me off of him. I was going to do him a job. They didn't even kick me out of the game either. I said, look what he did. And they checked his cleats and made him take his cleats off, and he played in street shoes the rest of the game. What's that? Nope. What's really bad about that condo crashing, wasn't it? That was really sad. It figures when you want to go back and see something, it's most of the stories there are new now. They change them sometime during the day, I guess. Almost. Wish there was a marker. Oh, here it is. I'm almost to the bottom. And then they do some stories, and 8 or 10 slots down the scroll, it's the same story. Don't know why. That's it. No, it's not on there. Oh well. Back to fishing. Back to something important, right?
Ambly_Andberg said, there's a lot of stories coming out about how bad that condo building's condition was. I don't get how someone could let a building rot to save money.
I can. I've lived in houses. There used to be a rental management company here called Light Realty Management. The rents were cheap because they never did any repairs on the property, and they all were infested with roaches and mice and rats and everything. We'd go in there with, there used to be a bug spray we'd get at a grocery store here called Rid-A-Bug. Man, it was some good stuff. You spray it, and for 3 months you didn't see nothing. I mean, you spray it along the baseboard and around the windows, and if you had a basement, down the basement along the top of the floor joist, you didn't see nothing. No ants, no roaches, no silverfish, nothing. And rats, mice, they must not like me because we moved in, they moved out. But you can see the droppings where they'd been. But we set a few mouse traps, never caught one. Put some peanut butter on it. Mice can't, cheese, they can, yeah, you know, I know the cartoon, but cheese, they can take it or leave it. But peanut butter, they cannot resist peanut butter. And we never caught any, which was a good thing. But I've lived in some real dumps. I lived in it had a bedroom, living room, bedroom combination, a kitchen, Oh, there we go. Thank you. And bathroom. That's it. $45 a month furnished. So you can imagine what it was. Like I say, it was down in the basement. It was a place to sleep, change clothes, and listen to music, and watch TV. That's it. Somebody say, where do you live? I live over on Hillsboro. Oh, okay. You live off Brainerd Road? Yeah, I live off Brainerd Road. Wow, I'm all the way down to 104. There's a lot of people going to be fishing here today. We're going to look in just a minute. I get this in. We'll see how many people have finished, how many people are fishing, and how many people are yet to fish. And it's just like in the competitions, the custom comps and the other competitions set up by the devs. People register, but they don't fish. Life happens. There's 139 people done. So there's 84 people still fishing. So that's 213, 223. So there's 430 people still yet to fish. I did that in my head pretty fast, didn't I? Something's wrong. Something be wrong. I used to be real good with math in my head. Had to be. I go to government auctions, and when people found out I knew what I was talking about and what I was bidding, they'd look over my shoulder, numbers I had on the calculator, and I lost bids because people would outbid me. But once I figured out what something was worth, I would set a number. If it was $10,000 and I said I want to buy it for $8,000, that's it. I would not bid $8,001. That's the way to go broke in the auction business. You can't fall in love with anything you want to buy. Set your number, set your price, and stick with it. If you get it, you get it. If you don't worry about it. Just move on. Especially at government auctions, because there's a lot of foreign people that were coming to the government auction that did not have a clue of what the stuff was worth. And they would bid so. If I was bidding and I bid $4,800, they bid $4,900. If I bid $5,000, they bid $5,100. It didn't matter. They would bump my bid up the next increment, whatever it was, until you just quit. Because they weren't spending their money. They were spending the government's money or some corporation's money. They didn't care what it cost. They didn't even care if they made any money. I went to an auction over at Triangle Park, North Carolina. And when the auction was over, the guy it was a Taiwanese gentleman, came up to me and he said, what do you think? I said, I think you overbid. He said, me too. He said, do you think I'll make any money? I said, ain't no way. He said, I don't think so either. A buddy of mine, Tony Pearson, owned a scrapyard down in Gadsden, Alabama. When we found out what the guy was doing, I said, you want this one or you want the next one? Tony said, I'll get this one. And we just run him up. We did run him up. We made sure he didn't make any money, because if he didn't make any money, whoever was giving him money was going to get upset with him. He wouldn't be back. We never saw him again. Hey, I'm at 69 pounds. I'm at number 99. Ho-ho! So that means I'll finish up top 300 maybe. Jumbo says I have to finish in 40% of this is 250. 650. 40% of 650 is up 260. I'm sorry. So I need to finish the top 260 to be in 40%. Surely I could do that. Because there'll be a lot of people not going to fish. And they'll be below me because they got nothing.
Jambo Hudad
nothing.
said, nope, 38% today. You must always push yourself to get better.
Did you see what I did? I got 25% this morning. I think it's 25% on the Steam at Rocky. So see, I overdid my prediction.
Jambo Houdat.
My inflection.
Said, oh, then in that case 20% today.
Oh, no. It'd be nice. I'm just going to fish, and I'm going to have fun. I'm going to enjoy talking with y'all, and hopefully somebody can learn a little something to help them. That's fine with me. I did do several years back. Well, it could have been several years. I've only been fishing a couple years anyhow. I entered a tournament, and I gave a guy a tip, and he knocked me out of qualifying. I don't care. I was happy for him. It's ones and zeros.
Said, hello, how are you doing? Asked by a 19-year-old Hungarian police officer.
I'm doing fine, buddy. I'm a 73-year-old retired electrician. 19-year-old police officer. That's interesting. You must be pretty smart. Because all the police that I know around here, they're older people. I think the youngest one would be Tillery. No. Let's see. Probably Corey. And Corey's in his 40s. But that's one thing they complain about, is having to make snap decisions. Just bam, just spur of the moment decision. Life or death decisions. Theirs as much as yours. That's like it must be smallmouth. Yep. Good people. Good people.
Ambly_Andberg said, well, I gotta drive home from labor. Y'all have a nice rest of your day.
You too. Please drive careful. We need you to come back and visit with us again. So God bless you. And your family. Get up there.
Poor Adam said, yeah, I worked my Ambly_Andberg said, will do, DB, see you next time.
Okay.
Poor Adam said, off for it, started at January.
Now, let me tell you something, Adam. We don't cuss in my stream, so please don't cuss. Okay? You did once. You get away with it once, but not anymore, please. I'm messing with you. I'm retired. W-O-R-K is a 4-letter word. So if I say that I have to go wash my mouth out with soap, Jambo will tell you I wash my mouth out a lot because I get to talking instead of thinking. But I'm just messing with you. We say, instead of that 4-letter word, we say labor or toil or paycheck rendering or slavery or something like that.
Poor Adam said, I didn't mean to. I'm very bad at English too. Sorry, sir.
No. You don't have to be sorry, buddy. It's like I said, I'm just messing with you. The W-O-R-K is a 4-letter word. That's what I was referring to. So don't take offense, please. Sometimes what's funny in the United States is not funny in other parts of the world. So, you did nothing wrong. I don't know, you come in this stream, you might have done something wrong. I'm not teaching you how to catch fish. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Oh, Lordy.
Poor Adam said, "Oh, well, it's my duty to apologize to a retired good man for my rudeness."
No, you weren't rude, but thank you very much. Did you say retired or retarded? They both fit. 19 years old. You know, I don't remember 19. I was married at 19 and had 2 kids. No, I had 1 kid, I'm sorry. Had another one on the way.
Poor Adam
didn't learn.
said, "Retired."
I'm sticking with it, BC. I may go down there at that other end and stick with it down there for a few minutes. I know that wasn't milfoil, because I don't think there's any in this lake. What we got here? Perch? A yeller perch. Yeller perch. But thank you
Poor
for
Adam said, "If you don't mind, I play this game too. Can I have a look at your gear?"
Sure, no problem. Do screenshots. Let's see. Do it that way. There we go. That's what I'm. This is EAU_B Cox is the one that had me set it up this way. I like this one as well. The jig winner rig. The larger fish, it's harder to get them in, and you have to set your drag down lower, or you'll break your line. And then this is the float. This is the 3 that I'm using here. Did that help? Easiest way to do it though is just take screenshots. But this is one I seem to be catching the most fish on right now. Right now I'm not catching a whole lot of anything, but whatever. But thank you for coming into my stream, and I mean that.
Poor Adam said, "Oh my, how many hours you have in this game. I'm LVL 40 with 3 rods XDD."
How many hours? I'll show you in just a second when I get this reeled in. And I started playing this November of 2017. So this November I'll be playing 4 years. And when I first started playing, I played it hours a day. 12, 14 hours a day.
Said,
I really
at Per Adam you can get a whole bunch of info from his YouTube channel.
5-4. Will y'all let me self-promote here? Adam, here's my YouTube channel.
Stream Elements said, https://www.youtube.com/user/dbltalk7/videos.
And I've got over 400 videos on there, a little bit of everything. This is how many hours I've got in the game. I got days. It don't even give me hours anymore. I got 1,209 days in the game. And if you look on Steam, I think that gives you hours, doesn't it? 15,444 hours is what I've got in the game. That's a lot. But I enjoy it. I really do. I enjoy it. Or I wouldn't keep doing it. And I fished for almost a year before I even know YouTube had anything to deal with Fishing Planet. So then I started making videos. I had to learn how to use Streamlabs OBS to make videos and how to post them. And I've been having fun ever since. Walk, walk. Excuse me. Hey, I hit 70 pounds. All right.
Poor Adam said, "Sorry guys, don't throw rocks at me. I'm just interested in the stream, the game, and this good cultured man who loves fishing. If I ask something silly, just don't say a thing XD."
No, 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 no. Adam, there is no such thing as a silly question. Believe me. My stepdad said the only silly or stupid question is the one you do not ask. So any question you ask is fine. Now, one of my buddies went into somebody else's stream and really got
Jambo Hoodad
slammed.
said, "At per Adam, my favorite is when DB fished for months before he realized you have to put bait on the hook if you want to catch fish." Poor Adam said, "XDD."
Yeah, we're just going to have fun. And Jambo likes to ride me hard. He'll ride me hard and put me up wet. He don't care. He doesn't even brush me down. He'll just leave the blanket and the saddle on me and just, tie the bridle over on the side of the corral and just leave me there, suffering, sweating, which is a terrible thing to do to a big person. But you're welcome anytime, Adam. And I don't know if there's anybody that plays this game that enjoys it any more than me. If they do, I have just as much fun when I don't catch fish. I mean, it's a little exasperating, but I have just as much fun when I don't catch fish as when I do. Oh, mercy, what do we got here? 6-1. That'll get me another 0.8 of a pound on it. Here we go. Oh, almost 71. Do 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 do. But you're welcome anytime, Adam. Ask questions or come in the stream or whatever. And there's some pretty knowledgeable people in here. There really is. And if I don't know the answer, I guarantee you somebody else will pop up with an answer if you have any questions. I got lucky enough to be invited to be on the testers team because my nickname is Bob the Bug Finder. If there's a bug in a game, I'll find it or it'll find me. There just ain't no doubt about it. Bob the Bug Finder.
Poor Adam said, "Well, change some topic. How's the weather? It's sweating hot in here at Hungary, 34 Celsius at 1 am.
Well, you're going to make me do a conversion, aren't you? I'll let my computer do that. How many degrees Fahrenheit is 34 degrees Celsius? 93. Oh, that's cool. I'm just kidding. I think the high day here was about the same thing. I live in Tennessee, in eastern Tennessee. And for us, a really, really hot day is 101, 102. But here lately it's been constantly upper 80s, low 90s. It's hot enough I bring my dogs in. I got 2 backyard dogs that are solid black. Their mama was a chocolate lab and their daddy was a traveling man. And they're solid black. I got a school bus they get under, but it's still pretty hot for them. So I bring them in the basement, let them stay cool. Then I've got a 6-year-old Great Pyrenees. It's 125 pounds. And a trophy tiger trout. You're too small. Thank you, though. Thank you. Pretty fish. I like that. That's a pretty fish. Okay. So long. Been good to know you. But the Great Pyrenees, he's our inside dog. He owns this house, believe me. And house trained himself. He has never, not the first time ever, even started to hike his leg inside the house. Of course, I'd break his neck if he did, but he's a good dog. I'm surprised he hadn't come down here to say hello to everybody yet. Because when he needs to go outside or wants to get something to eat, or wants to bum some of my candy or some almonds, he'll come down and let me know. Give me that old sad look. There he is. Woof.
Poor Adam said, my dad wanted to play this game. He always sit by myself when I played, so he knows everything I do about the game. So he wanted to start it, but not from nothing, so I gave him my account. I'm at Lone Star Lake RNXD.
There you go. That was nice of you. But the whole point, here he is. Come here, buddy. Come here. Yeah, come here. This is my buddy. Yeah, my big old buddy. Yeah. What, you been sleeping? You're not yawning. Looky here. Rita found, oh, you already got it. There was an almond left on the floor. You want some almonds? You want some almonds? Here. You want some of these? Huh? Okay. This dog loves almonds. I wish I liked as much as he did. They're good for your heart. Here you go, buddy. Here you go. Here you go. Yeah. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy and me. Let's see. Let's try it from here. Now he was fishing at the bottom from here. Let me try a couple casts from the top and we'll go to the bottom. But what I was saying is the whole point of learning the game and enjoying it is working your way up through the ranks, through the levels. A lot of people want to get in a hurry, get in a hurry, get in a hurry. How do I level up? How do I level up? What's the fastest way? Go from level to level, lake to lake, and learn how to fish and enjoy the game. Uh-oh. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Can't be a sprint. It's no fun. Okay, let's try the bottom. But a lot of people ask me, what's the fastest way to level up? I said, well, you don't want to know the fastest way to level up. You want to know the fastest way to make money. If you make money, you'll level up. But make money. Money and Bitcoin is what it takes to get to buying this game. That looks like another smallmouth. Yeah. But I went broke so many times when I first started playing a game. That's why I tell anybody, if you start playing a game, the first thing, once you go through the tutorial.
Poor Adam said, I have one issue with this game. I always run out of money, don't want to pay for it. Any tips besides level up?
Well, like I was saying, I've went broke so many times when I first started playing a game that when anybody goes through the tutorial, you'll have enough bait coins to buy Texas.
EAC_Cox said, try casting at the buoy that is slightly to your left when that spot dries up.
Okay. That I buy use your bait coin. I think it's 7 bait coins or whatever it is to buy Texas as a permanent lake, so you don't have to buy anything. It's yours. You're there.
Waddy88
Hey, Waddy
said, stay at the lake instead of leaving and coming back, and farm enough before you leave.
There you go. Pay for your trip. Pay for your license. Pay for your travel expenses. And if you had to buy a lure or bait, stay there. If you have to stay there 2 or 3 days, 5 days, 6 days, 10 days, whatever, stay there until you at least break even. That way you don't lose money. That's what I did, though. I would travel, try different lake, travel, try different lake, travel, try different lake. 5582, 5519. And I went broke, so I go back to Texas and I start catching bullheads, buffalo, spotted bass. If I run out, now you do know where you get your free worms there in Texas, don't you, Adam? Because I didn't, so I'd have to buy them worms. But now I know I try to help people.
Waddy88
where to get them free worms.
Comps aside, I normally try to earn 3 to 4 times what I spent to get there.
Well, with the money I got on this, you know that I've done a lot of farming in Bolivia, blue crab, California, and early on in St. Croix. That's where I made a lot of my money. Trying to tell people, once you get to St. Croix, you can farm catfish. Of course, they're not as big and not as plentiful as they used to be with the new bite system, but I could farm catfish and fill my net, my 440 net, 3 times, while people that were concentrating on pike could do it once.
You are in a competition, if I see it right. An interesting question. What was the biggest fish you catched?
In this competition, 11.987. It's right up here. Let me go down. It's right here. With a uni. All we're catching, let me show you. In this competition, all you're allowed to catch are these fish. Brook trout, at least 0.61 pounds. Trophy brook trout, brown trout, minimum weight 1.32 pounds. Trophy brown trout, uni brown trout. Tiger trout, minimum 132. Then uni. So tiger trout, brown trout, and brook trout is all you're allowed to catch in this competition. That score, and it's just by weight. Okay, buoy to my left, buoy to my left. I know there's a buoy over there. Where are you? Well, let's try that mark.
EAC_Cox said, right.
To my right? Oh, I see it, yeah.
Poor Adam.
That's the one over by the dock.
I mean of all time, not in this spectacular competition.
Oh. I'll show you that in just a second when I reel this one in. I'm sure it's probably a bull shark down in Amazonia. Look at this ABC. Look at here at my reel and above my disc, I'm at 0. I'm reeling in at 0. 0 feet out. That's a good trick, isn't it? I told you, if there's a bug in this game, I'll find it.
Poor Adam said, I just combined 2 questions in one sentence and it didn't come out right.
It's okay. It is a 435-pound trophy bull shark. And then the next one that's about 80 pounds less, a unique Arapaima, same place, Amazonian maize. And the smallest fish I've caught, a little different, is a little lake chub. Now I've caught smaller fish than that. I've caught 1.9 blackfish in Alaska. So that's my biggest lake chub.
EAC_Cox said, I have had that happen too. I would put it in Skype, but I have no idea what causes it to try to give them an idea on how to reproduce and fix it.
I know. I think Big Leggett put it in there once too. But he said a buddy of his. But if I slice out that little bit of the video and then give it to, there's nothing, they won't be able to tell anything about it, because for a 2-hour session to show them my game logs, they'd have to go through a 2-hour session this is a bigger fish. Looky here, this dude is stripping some line. Don't tell me I caught my second uni. If I did, it's your fault, BC. You tell me to fish over there by that buoy. Your fault. Got to get it in though, don't I?
EAC_Cox.
Ah, look what it is.
If you did, I'm going down there, LOL.
Look what it is. Salmon. Salmon. A salmon. Now let's go over where I can reach it easier. Yeah, that's the one that, when you're fishing walleye, you fish this way off the floating dock. That's where I like to fish for walleye. And there's supposed to be 2 big rocks behind me. You see that line of marker buoys over there, out there by the dock? I was trying to determine where to cast from shore, because I wanted to fish right there at the dock when we were, I forget what the competition was, but it was blue cats up here. It's when I lost my Star Spangled crankbait here testing. But I was trying to figure out how to determine where to be when I want to fish right at the dock. So I put that line of marker buoys there so I'd have something to aim at.
Said, anyway, I have to put my phone on the charger, and woke up early tomorrow. I enjoyed our chat, sir.
Well,
have a nice day.
Thank you,
YouTube viewers.
Be safe. Please be safe at your job. And you're welcome back anytime. And you're welcome to ask all the questions you can think of, all that you want. Another smallie. Yeah. Let's try it where I haven't cast anywhere yet. Let's try it up here with my rod a little higher.
Poor Adam said, thank you, I will.
You're more than welcome. Goodbye. And I guess for you it's a good night. Because for me it's almost 6:30 p.m. So I'm sure for you it's at least night. Nope. Okay, we're going back up the other end.
Waka_bear said,
Hey, Waka.
Evening DB, you can get your lost July 4th lures back from the home store for bait coins. Didn't you lose a crankbait or walker because of real drag?
It was striped jerkbait. I already bought 2 of them. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's the only one I've lost that I really like. Really like. Because I believe it's a true pike and musky getter. They're 50 bait coins. I guess 10. 50 bait coins is fine with me. I just wish that on Steam you could buy the DLCs more than once. Because I know on Xbox and Windows 10 I can. I don't know about PS4 or the others. Come on, get bigger. Get bigger. 6.5. If I gain a pound, just 1 pound at a time, 1 pound at a... Ooh, I might get to 80 if I'm lucky. That ought to keep me in the top 50%. Well, I'm 64. But there's still a lot of people to fish.
Jambo Hoodad said, correction, top 20%.
Now see, that takes the
Jambo
top,
Hoodad
top 100 and...
said, no slacking.
Top 100. Got to be about 140. 140 or better. 600 is 120. 20% of 50 is 10. 130. 130 or better. And I'll give it an old college try. And my fingers are getting tired. That's what I don't like about lure fishing. That's why I like float fishing. My fingers don't get tired. Unless I get tired of real fishing. And then I can use, let my iPhone do my fishing, just put it on my space bar. So you can't do that with Xbox or with the controller on a PC. You still have to push buttons. But I can let my phone fish when I just want to reel in straight in, like with a swim bait. You just reel it in, or a crankbait. See, when I go up, can't use crankbaits because there's no barbless crankbaits. That doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? So you can't use crankbaits in white moose. Not in this tournament.
Jambo Hoodad said, college try don't work anymore. Nowadays if you aren't winning the championship, time to fire you.
You said
EAC_Cox
you said that nasty word.
Said, you can make any lure barbless with a pair of pliers.
I did that.
Wadey88 said, who swore slash?
WORD. Jambo said it. See, that one's barbless. That diver, man, that thing had a weirdest shaped blade on it. It was shaped kind of like a 4-leaf clover. It's in my tackle box. I don't guess I ever used it. Never noticed it before, but it was weird shaped. It came up up like this, and then went out and around, came back out, and then back up again. Strange looking thing. the worst part about it is you never know how those cranks actually perform underwater. So you can't see them. I got a notice in my mailbox yesterday, and said that I had a package that they were holding at the mail facility. That it was a heavy box, could not access front door. Okay, we got a new mailman. He's a little old skinny guy, and I went to took the paper today.
Jambo Houdat
had to mail a glove off.
Yeah. That why I love finding pool videos on internet. Look at lures underwater.
But the lady there at the counter, a diminutive blonde lady, went back here and brought it out on a two-wheeler, and she said, "Do you want to use this?" I said, "No, I just picked it up." It probably weighed about, I don't know, 45 pounds or so. It was a case of copy paper that I had ordered. And the reason he said he couldn't access the front door, I don't think he was strong enough to carry it from the street to my front door. So don't tell me you can't access my front door if you're too weak to carry it. That's not my fault. Your job is to deliver the mail. If you can't deliver the mail, I told him, if you can't drive that little truck any better, you need to find you a better job. And he gave me that FU look and went driving on down the road. So I didn't get my mail for a couple of days. Got a letter or a note. It was written by a female, so I think it might have been his supervisor, that said, I told her, I spoke to her at the facility, told her what was going on, and I said, I got a note in my mailbox which started the whole thing off on the wrong foot, that I had to maintain 15 feet, clear feet, on either side of the mailbox so that could be put the mail in. Okay. So that's what I did. I went out there with a red marker paint and marked 15 feet on each side of my mailbox. Okay, then 2 days later, the same day I got the notice about the heavy package that was still at the postal facility, was a handwritten note by a lady in there that said that 15 feet on each side of the mailbox is for snow removal. And I talked to a lady in their customer service, and she said, snow removal? I said, yeah, that's what it says in the note. I still got the note. She said, when do we have to worry about snow removal in Tennessee? I said, well, the last time I remember was 2004. She said, that's about right. She said, I have no idea where that came from. I said, I don't either. But the note, that's what the note said, and the smart aleck pre-printed thing that he left in there said I had to maintain 15 feet clear on each side of the mailbox. So I went out and measured off. That's what I did. I got my Expedition parked on one side with a rear bumper right at 15 feet, and my son's got his SUV parked on the other side with his front bumper at 15 feet. She said, well, and we talked for some length. She said, I'll turn all this information over to the postmaster, and she'll probably come by and check it out. And I said, well, good. And then she'll call you probably late tomorrow afternoon. Well, that's today, and she hadn't called yet. So her name was Lori. She said, will you call me? If you don't hear from anybody, you call me. And I said, I will. So I'll give her a call tomorrow. But my son went over to see his fiance, and so his car wasn't there, so the guy could drive down in, straight down in, and then back out instead of having to curve in and then back out. But if he can't drive that little vehicle like that, we're in a subdivision. When he goes out in the country, where I'm sure he has to deliver mail, they've got ditches that run along beside the mailbox. How's he deliver them? They do not want the mail carrier to have to get out of his vehicle to deliver the mail. And the other guy that used to be our mail carrier, David, he got out all the time. He'd come sit and talk to me. Or he'd sit in his vehicle and we talk. He was our mailman for a bunch of years. Nice guy. And the one before him was the same way. And the lady that used to fill in on the weekend was the same way. Just as nice as she could be. This guy has no personality to deal with the public. Maybe that's
Sly
why he
Hunter
wants to
1978
drive a mail truck. Hey,
said,
Sly.
Hello, Bloodhawk.
Hello. Congratulations on qualifying. Way to go. I watch all them qualifiers. And
Sly Hunter 1978
8-1
said, how you doing, THXX?
You're welcome. Well, I'm up to 81 pounds, and I got about 15 minutes to go at number 59. And Jambo told me that I had to be at least number, when it was all over, 130 or less, which is 20%, top 20%. Said I have to keep up in my goal instead of 50%. Today it's 20%. Because I messed up qualifying at Rocky and it was in the top 30%. So he said that now it's got to be top 20%. And sooner or later you're going to have to win them all. Well, way to go. I'm happy for you. Happy for you.
Sly Hunter 1978 said, when I finished last night I was in third but ended in 13th.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you end in 20th. I did sneak in once on a qualifier. I did.
Sly Hunter 1978
I did finish 20th.
Said, THX it is my first semi all time.
Way to go. Congratulations, man. I've been in 2. Didn't do any good, but I got in them. And the last one, I did squeak in as number 20. Not ashamed, not one bit ashamed of it either. Oh, that ain't big.
Sly Hunter 1978
I'll be bigger 6'3".
said, and I do not like Trout, that is the funny part.
Hey, I've caught more brown trout in the last 5 or 6 days in practice and this qualifying than I probably caught in the almost 4 years I've been fishing here. Because when I come here, the older bite pattern, you had a choice: either catch brown trout or go over and catch clear muskie. Now, which are you going to catch? You're going to catch a fish that pays you $400. You're going to go over and catch a uni muskie that's going to pay you $3,000. Yeah, I'll go catch the muskie.
Sly Hunter 1978 said, I was playing at Falcon trying to find some spots before work today.
There you go, cussing. Shame on you. Remember, WORK is a 4-letter word. To a retired 84 pounds? Holy samoli.
Sly Hunter
Holy
1978
samoli.
said, I just got home.
Okay, and you're tired. I know. So you weren't thinking clearly. Okay, I'll forgive you. There was a Hungarian gentleman in here a while ago that
Sly Hunter 1978
said the 4-letter word.
Nope, having a cold beer.
Nah, I don't drink anymore. If I do, I drink O'Doul's. $6-1. Nope, 6-5. Make sure. Yep, 6-5. Thank you, Brown. Thank you, Brown Trout. Thank you, Brown Trout.
EAC_Cox said, you're only 4 pounds behind me.
Really? You got 88? 88? I thought you had 90 something. Oh, that was on the Fisherman. Yeah.
EAC_Cox said, yet 28th at the moment.
Cool. 16
Sly Hunter 1978
16 slots difference in
said,
4 pounds.
Get M guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. I'm just doing what BC told me to do. Just keep
Sound
on.
and City
Just keep on.
said, all right, good to see ya, DB.
Hey, Sound. Good to see you too. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm the Welcome Wagon host today too. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Been a while. It's funny. I'm terrible with names, and a lot of times people put their name up here, and I have no idea what they put up there. I can't pronounce it or say it. I make my best effort, but it seems like I remember names in the game. I forgot my wife's name once. We had been married about, I don't know, a little over 2 years, I guess. And I saw a guy that I hadn't seen in a long, long time.
Sly Hunter 1978.
And I forgot
said,
her name.
Mine is same as game he.
Well, I try to keep my name the same on all the platforms that I fish. I couldn't in WIN10. I say all the platforms, only 2. WIN10 wouldn't let me use Double Talk 73, so I had to be Double Talk 7 there. Said it was already taken. Okay. Try to obey the rules, I guess. 8 minutes, and then I get to eat supper. And watch the news. The news is on right now. The national news. Man, it's depressing. You know, news is just depressing. There used to be a news channel out of Atlanta, Good News. It stayed on about 4 or 5 months, then went off the air. They didn't have any Nielsen rating. Nobody wanted to listen to Good News. I thought it was a pretty good program. I like hearing positive things, but people didn't. Go figure. Maybe I ought to join TikTok and do some good news stuff. That would probably turn a lot of people off. Oops. Dude, well, I got to the top, didn't I? Yeah. I don't think I'm going to catch you, BC. I don't think it's going to happen. I didn't start off fast enough, did I? Didn't get that first uni soon enough. Well, let's go down here a little ways again. Hit 'em up, move 'em out. Hit 'em up, move 'em out. Come on, uni. Give me that second uni. I know I caught the first one late, but give me the second one anyhow. Help me out here, game. Show me some gamesmanship. If you would be so kind. Well, we're getting the last 5 minutes. Thank all y'all for joining. I don't know if I've showed you anything or not. If I have to help you out, I hope so. And if you qualify because of something you've seen in my stream, way to go. More power to you. Got to catch that first unit on the first 30 minutes or so that you'll have time for the respawn. Ones and zeros is all it is. But I thank you for your time. I really do. Chatters, viewers, all of y'all. See, I'm an old Tennessee boy now. Y'all is singular. All y'all is plural. I didn't know that the first few years I lived down here, though. Get up there. I might try Twitch up there this time, BC, just to change things around a little bit. Looks like another smallmouth. Do 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 do. Yep. Do 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 do. Can't do it that way. Can't see it good enough. Well, that was a quick 2 minutes, wasn't it? The beginning of the game, it seemed like the time dragged. At the end of the game, it seemed like it really takes off. Okay, that didn't work either. So let's try it down to bottom. Let's go down to bottom. I think with this reel at 2 speed, it'll be fast enough. Give me one more nice trophy. Come on, give me one more nice trophy. Be kind to me, game. Be kind to this old man. This old man in the sea. ABC. That's like ABC gum. Already been chewed. Nope. Not big enough. Not big enough. But thank you. You tried. You tried. I appreciate it. It is a trout. 5'9". Not big enough. But thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I wish it would let you keep all the fishes you catch, so you get the money for them, and just count the 10 biggest. That'd make too much sense, wouldn't it? Too much sense. Got a minute. Come on. This might be my last cast. But anyhow, like I always say, learn a bit, pass it on. That's the fisherman's way. And P. Practice, patience, persistence, and preparedness will produce. And remember, we will get through this pandemic together by the grace of God and by His providence only. And I guess you can stick a fork in me. I'm done. My bread goes all the way to the top. My bread got put in the oven, so I'm done. And my elevator goes all the way to the top. Oh well. 47. We'll see what happens.
Lord Jeffrey 88 said, "Take care, stay safe, everyone."
I agree with that. I'll take me a picture of that. It ain't gonna be that way forever, but that's what it is. Did I make any money? I paid for the travel, didn't I? And I already had the license.
Raj
didn't cost nothing.
1345
That's pretty good.
said, "Going now, DBL, stay safe and chat when you're next on. Take care, everyone. Hand with fingers splayed."
Amen. So thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for being with me. And BC, thank you for your help. Jambo, thank you for your help. Thank you for everybody's help. Keep me awake and alive. And I appreciate you. Appreciate each and every one of you. So, I guess, God bless you and your families. Take care. Stay safe. Stay well. So happy trails to you till we meet again. And I'll catch you later. So, y'all come back now. You hear?